Hello, you beautiful people. I'm switching things up. I just feel guided to not do my intro anymore. I'm not sure why, but I'm just rolling with it. Maybe this is my call to just be supernatural. And I like that phrase, supernatural. It's very fitting. Obviously, it can be used both ways, but the supernatural is kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video, ironically, but it's more or less, we're just going to dive right in. It's more or less the struggles that you're going through right now, they're leading you to God, right? They're leading you to surrender, to be on your knees and to be begging for help and asking for help and surrendering and saying, I can't do this one more minute. I can't hold this. Please take this from me. I offer this to you, divine spirit, love, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it. But your problem right now is leading you closer to you. And when I say that, I mean you as in the source energy within you. So a lot of times when I hear people talking about how God lives in us and the universe is moving us, and I love all of that talk. I freaking love it. And my brain sees it as this ball of sunshine in the sky, and there's all these rays of sun. And each one of us as humans, we have a ray coming in through our spine, right? And it's coming in through our crown chakra or up through our root, however you like to see it. But this ray of sunshine is inside of you. It is your life force energy. It is God, it is source, it is whatever you want to call it, but it is a divine intelligence that you already have. You already have it within you. And even me switching up my intro, maybe that was my human that created that, thinking that that's what I need to do to attract subscribers or to have a professional channel or whatever it was. I don't even know why. I just said it one day and it felt right. But maybe that was my ego saying it, right? And that source energy is trying to make me say, Michelle, you don't need all that. Just speak, right? And that's me following these small nudges. They don't make sense, but it just didn't feel good in my body. So I have to listen to that and I have to tune into that. So I wanted to create this video because so many of us are resisting the problem that we're in, right? I just was recently really, really sick and I was resisting it for the first 3 days. I just was like, okay, when am I going to get better? Come on, it's time to get better. I kept waking up expecting to be better. And then I finally surrendered. And the reason why I was not getting better is because I think I was resisting it and wanting it to change. And we know that when we let go and we open up our fists and we say, okay, God, can you take this burden? Source energy that lives through me, allow me to experience what I'm experiencing right now and find me a solution for it. Bring me the healing that I need. And what really happened was I went through a massive ego death. I had to face every single thought pattern that my brain thinks when I get sick, when I'm stuck inside for too long. I create all these, my ego creates all these stories. And I had to sit there and face it. And I had to write them all down because that's just what I love to do. I didn't have to, I chose to. I wrote them all down and I'm like, what am I telling myself right now? Why am I believing this to be true? I don't want to have these beliefs. I want to believe that my body's going through an upgrade right now. And this virus or whatever I have, it feels like poison in my body. And I'm not going to have hatred to whoever created it and whoever brought it to our planet. I'm just going to relax and say, okay, I trust the intelligence of my body to heal. And you have to eventually surrender to life in all ways. And sickness is just one way. And it could also be surrendering to the fact that maybe we make decisions that led to the sickness, right? Maybe there's certain things that we were eating before that we shouldn't have been eating, or certain things that we were drinking. But the problem that you're facing right now, and right now I just heard financial. So if somebody's dealing with some sort of financial issue, what you can do is you can offer it up to God, source, energy, love, grace. And you can say, you know what? I like to call it a God box. You can create like a cute little box. You can make it out of a tissue box. You can get a cute little like treasure box from TJ Maxx or something. And you're going to write on the piece of paper the problem. And you're going to say, God, this is too much for me. My human keeps trying to figure this out, and my human is not finding answers. And it's just keeping me blocked. So I'm going to write this down. I'm going to stick it in the God box. I'm going to put it in the sunshine on a window ledge close to the sun. And I'm going to trust that you're going to take this problem. And I'm not just saying, here's all my dirty stuff, go take it and clean it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're asking universe, God, source, love to move you to the correct solution, to move the person that you need to you to help you. And you're basically saying, I'm going to get out of the way. And I trust that the struggle that I'm going through right now is bringing me closer to doing that more often. How often are you really praying? How often are you asking God for help? How often are you trusting that that source energy is in you and will move you to make decisions throughout your day to make your day flowy and easy? A lot of times they say the people that are in the most flow state the most often, they've learned to get out of the way. They've learned to offer it up in every second. They don't try to figure anything out on their own. So think about every small decision that you're making throughout the day. How can you ask God for help with it? And Tosha Silver is one of my favorite spiritual teachers. And she often says, if you say something is difficult, oh, I'm never going to get this job. She always adds, without God at the end of it. I'm never going to get this job without God. I'm never going to get this money without God. If you're not asking Source to help you, to provide for you, to bring you to the next perfect step, it is going to be difficult. And then we're thrown into the difficult challenge because Source wants us to use it. Source wants us to get out of the way and to know that every challenge is bringing us closer and closer to it, which it lives in us. And we just have to get out of the way. And I always say, open up the chest and let your heart guide you. That source energy enters through the heart. The heart is the seat of the soul, it's where the soul sits. So we know that when we feel like love, when we feel like happiness, that's our soul moving us and saying, hey, do this more. And if you have any problem in your life, whether it is financial, whether it's a relationship, a job, I talk about being different all the time, but maybe just start laughing more. Start activating that heart chakra with joy, with love, with harmony, with just excitement. Go do something or go be around people that make you laugh, right? You are not trapped in this hellish reality. I want to pull you out of that hellish reality that you think that you're stuck in. It is only your illusion that is keeping you stuck. Let me repeat that. It is only your illusion that you've created that is keeping you stuck. It is your thoughts, it is your belief systems, it's your actions. So, right now, to pull ourselves out of those old belief systems, we have to go do something different. When I was sick and I kept waking up expecting to be, different and changed, and nothing was changing, and I kept reliving the same day. It was Groundhog Day over and over again. And I was like, no, I'm going to do something different. I started watching episodes of The Office. I started to not take baths when I would normally take baths. I would go on a walk outside. I would bundle up, even though it was super, super cold, just to get the fresh air in my lungs. I just was radically different. I started baking at 10 p.m., which I would never normally do. And I'm like, I'm not even going to be able to eat this or taste it. And I just started doing things differently. And that's when I had a moment, an aha moment where everything just broke open and I went through this ego death and I felt bliss for like 2 days. My ego was silent for like 2 days. And I was just in this energy of everything always works out for me. And why was I even worried about being sick? And why am I worried about being in my apartment for too long? I love my apartment. It's so nice here. It's quiet. It's cozy. It's all mine. I'm not dealing with anybody screaming or yelling. So our challenges that we think are challenges are just an illusion. And our job is to offer it up and to say, God, give me an answer to this. Allow me to get back into my heart. Show me the way. And what happens is when you start watching that television show that makes you laugh, or you start baking at 10 p.m., now you're in a different energy. And then all of a sudden you get a solution to the problem. You get an idea to call the person. You get an idea to create the content. Whatever it is, it drops in because your heart was beating with joy, and now your soul lives there. And now your soul can talk to you because you've activated it. When the heart is activated, the soul is activated. And then the guidance comes in, and then it's our human job to move ourselves to take action on those little glimmers. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. Remember, the challenge that you're going through right now is perfect, and it's guiding you home. It's guiding you closer to source energy, which you are, which lives inside of you. Your job is to get the human out of the way and to open up, go have fun, go laugh, go play, go fall in love, go appreciate the small things. And when you offer that problem up to God and source and say, will you handle this for me? Then you go play. That's when the idea comes in. That's when source will bring you your next steps. Okay, so that is your solution to any problem that you're going through right now. Get out of your head, drop into the body, start to play more, start to be different, start to do different, and offer it up. Say, Source, can you take this from me? Divine love, grace, I offer this problem to you. I won't even try and fix it because you know what's best for me. I offer this to you. Please take it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a humble vessel and I will be moved when you guide me to move. Okay, take that prayer with you. I am sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. All right, lovies. Peace out.